The plant of immortality, the plant of beauty, a true shining substance. Aloe vera. Aloe vera has been known to be useful to man for centuries now. It is a truly shining, bitter substance. Aloe vera is derived from two different names. Aloe from Arabic, which means shining, bitter substance, and vera from Latin, which means true. If you've tasted the yellow layer of aloe vera, you would understand what I mean. It is really bitter. But wait, neem and aloe, which one is more bitter? I've tasted neem, I've tasted aloe. Which of them is bitter? Aloe vera has been used as a beauty product, has been used by queens, soldiers, and regular people alike. In the botanical space, aloe vera is known as Aloe barbadensis miller. It's a succulent that grows all year round. I mean, we find it mostly in Africa, it's found in Asia, it's found in Europe. Aloe vera is just everywhere. But from what I found out, it's like the deserts, dry, hot areas. That is where aloe vera used to thrive the most. The plant has really fleshy leaves. Its leaves are really thick with lots of water within the leaf. They are triangular in shape and it has serrated edges. Sometimes they even prick and can be harmful to others. Aloe vera flowers after about 4 years of growth, and its fruits contain numerous seeds. Now there are 3 layers to every aloe vera plant. There's the outer layer, there's the middle layer, and then there's the inner layer. Now the middle layer, that is the layer I said was yellow, and that is the latex layer. It is the bitter aspect. It contains anthraquinones and glycosides. And then the outer layer, this outer layer is a thick green outer portion you see on the leaf. It is mostly known for transporting substances across the leaf. The inner layer is the part where the succulent is. That is the soft, fleshy, colorless aspect of the plant. It's basically a clear gel made of 99% water and 1% others like glucomanons, vitamins, amino acids, lipids, steroids, and many others. Aloe vera is a super plant because by itself, aloe vera is an antioxidant, it's an anti-inflammatory agent, it's an antibacterial agent, it's a laxative, analgesic, and antiviral. And this is due to its many vitamins, enzymes, minerals, glycoside, hormones, fatty acids, and anthraquinone. Did you know that human beings need 22 amino acids and aloe vera has 20 of them? Did you also know that human beings need 8 essential amino acids and aloe vera can provide 7 of these amino acids? Salicylic acid found in many acne products, aloe vera has it. I mean, scientists have studied this plant for so long and they came to a conclusion that you can use aloe vera to treat seborrheic dermatitis, acne vulgaris, constipation, type 2 diabetes, burns, cancers, ulcers, intestinal ulcers. Also, even though not scientifically backed, also in the treatment of alopecia, I use aloe vera to do a lot of things for my hair, my skin, a lot of things. But today's video is about how I pot to ground my aloe vera. First of all, you need to select the area where you want to grow your aloe vera. Now, if you live in Ghana and other parts of Africa, you're most likely going to get a very good soil for it. But just to be on the safe side, you must remember that aloe vera likes to grow in a in a soil that is well draining. That means it cannot be in waterlogged areas. It cannot thrive in clay soil because too much water will cause rotting. You see that the plant is looking soggy, and that is because aloe vera doesn't want too much water. I mean, it holds a lot of water in its leaves already, and it doesn't need excess water. So whenever you water aloe vera, it takes the water it needs, the rest must go, otherwise it dies. So that is one thing you need to pay attention to. Secondly, if the soil has lots of gravels, that's even better because gravels help drain even better, right? So that's perfect. So always select your sites. Always also remember that if there are other plants in that vicinity, at least aloe vera is about 2 feet away from other plants. Also, make sure that it is located at a place where it gets indirect sunlight, or even if it's direct, the direct sunlight is not going to be too long, because the leaves are going to turn brown if you leave them out in the sun for too long. I did a little experiment that I'm showing you right now. Notice how this pot, my grape pot, I intentionally left it in front of my house in the sun, and then I left the others at the shady aspect of the house. So I left them there for 3 days, I think, and then I compared them, and I noticed that the pot that I placed in front of the house in the sun, its aloe vera turned brownish, and then those at the shady side were still green. So that is why you don't need too much sun for aloe vera to thrive. Also, people talk about using a soil with a pH of about 7.5 or 7 to 8.5, sometimes 7 to 8. I've never tested the pH of any soil that I've grown aloe vera in. I've been growing aloe vera for 5 years now, and I've never tested the soil. I don't have the material or the equipment for checking the pH of the soil. Maybe that's why I never bothered to check it, because if I had it, I know my curious eyes would definitely check. But so far as other plants are growing well in that area, just know that your aloe vera will do fine. Also, like I said earlier, make sure there's about 2 feet distance between each plant. I don't have enough space, so I think I left about 1 feet or even less, but I made sure that each plant was on its own and there was no crowding, at least, to the potting itself. Alright, the equipment that you will need for this whole procedure, I used a tape measure. I also used a hand trowel, and then obviously my pots with the aloe vera, and then the land where I'm going to pot to ground my aloe vera. Also, I used a knife to cut some aloe vera off, depending on what I needed, and then some water. So what you should first know is that you're going to dig a hole in the ground about the same size as the space in which your aloe vera was occupying in its previous pot. So what I did was that I took out the aloe vera from the pot to be able to gauge the depth of its roots from the stem, so that I can put the same or make the same size in the ground. So that's what I did, and then I put my plants in it, and then I cover it with more sand. Basically, that's all I did, and then I just leave it alone. I watered it a bit. In terms of watering, in the beginning, when you grow aloe vera freshly, yes, you can water it every week. In fact, what I do, my rule of thumb is that anytime the topsoil is dry, I water. So sometimes it could take about 2 weeks and the topsoil isn't dry yet. I just leave it alone, because aloe vera really doesn't want too much water. But normally people water every week, and then when it's starting to gain grounds, you just leave it alone for like a month before you water. But then again, remember to always look at what you have in front of you. You look at the soil. If monthly you come after a month and the soil looks wet, you really don't need to water your aloe vera. You're just going to kill the plants. There are some plants that need watering every day. I mean, coleus is a typical example. Now, to speed up the growth, some people add fertilizer. I have never fertilized any of my aloe plants ever, because they still grow fine. I mean, I have the patience and I really have a lot, so I'm really not in a rush for them to grow. In fact, there are too many. There's so many pops that I really don't want to rush them at all. Also, with time, as the plants begin to grow, you're going to see offshoots. We call them pops of the main plant, and I'm going to show you how I separate them and regrow them in another video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for everything, for the support. I really do appreciate it.